Hey there guys, Skylab7 here. How's everyone doing? How's their day today? As you can see, I'm playing the Crew 2. I'm playing the new update, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts. Now, I'm usually the type of person to make these videos because, quite frankly, I know I haven't posted in a while. I know my last video took me way too long than it needed to be with all the overkill cars. Hope you guys really did enjoy that video. It took me a long time as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment if you feel like it. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm doing this for people for entertainment. But anyway, let's get to the point. So the Crew 2 recently had its Vault Interception Units update where we have the ability, or we have some additional cars that we normally can't really see in this game. Because as you guys know, the Crew 2 doesn't have cops. We don't have cops in Free Roam. We don't have cops at all like we did in the first game. But now we kind of do, with players being the cops. Kind of like a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit type thing. And such as the vehicles such as the cop cars or the new Corvette C8, the Ford Shelby 2020 GT500 Mustang, the SRT8 Dodge Demon, interesting, Bugatti Chiron 4GT with this recent Summit, the Lamborghini Veneno, and a few other cars. The BMW M8, I think, is the last one that we have on the list as of right now. Now, I do know that the new cars will probably be coming in later weeks. I'm not too positive, but I'm going to give you guys my opinions on the update, such as what I think should be changed, what things shouldn't be changed, and what things I really love about this game, and just some minor misconceptions, etc. So starting off at number one, I want to just say this update is amazing. They did an amazingly good job. I just flew, but they did an amazing good job on this update. In my opinion, they did an amazing job with the cop cars, or so-called cop cars, because we can't have the red and blues, but we have the red and yellows, so makes up for it. But overall, one thing I really do want them to add into this update is the ability to have more than just the few cop cars we have. Because, don't get me wrong, with some customization and vanity items, you can make any car into a cop car if the car allows it, such as the Nissan GTR, R34 Skyline, and a few other muscle cars and a lot of other vehicles. One of the only companies I've been able to actually find for almost all their vehicles you can't add the cop lights onto is the Ferrari company. So, I'm sorry to people who want a bad tail 458 Spider cop car. I'm sorry, it's not available in the game. But you can at least add the horn, so kind of makes up for it, and the underglow. So, but a few things that I personally think they should add to the game is, like I said, more cop cars available to us, such as maybe a Ferrari with the lights already on it. We probably can't add to the street race vehicle, but we can at least have a dignified cop version of, say, the Enzo that I'm in right now. Or just more cars, or more customization options for the cop cars, because as you guys know, we cannot do paint or we cannot do visual customization, but we can at least do livery and vanity items, which, let's be honest, at least we have the livery to do the paint. But some people don't like, for example, the Shelby's big chassis mount wing on the trunk. Some people don't like the rims on the C8. Some people don't like the BMW M8's front bash bar. Not many people like that. But what I'm hoping what they do in this recent update, and yes, I just sucked at that event completely because I've never driven the Enzo. But what I really want them to do, in general, is to allow us to have more options for cop cars. Because I'm actually about to hop on the Shelby right now in this event because it's a street race event. And so I can show you what maybe some people don't like about the car and what they want to change. Because the splitter because leave it short, the GT500 is straight up based on Barricade from the 5th Transformers movie. In my personal opinion, it literally looks like it was ripped out of the movie just with slight changes. Although that movie completely sucked. In my honest opinion, some people like it, some people don't. Up to them. But in general, as you can see, we have a select few of 4 cop cars. The BMW M8 Contribution Coupe Interception Unit, which I have a custom livery on, as you guys can see here. A BMW M3 GTR style. I'll probably do a video on that later. the C8 new 2020 Stingray, which we can also have in this version or the 2020 version, the Demon, which you can buy at the same price, I believe, for the regular Demon. You also have the Shelby GT500 interception unit, which I'm actually going to use in this event with a custom livery. I'll probably do another video on that one later, but probably not. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is that this game did an amazing job with these cars. I just wish we had a little bit more stuff to do with them, but overall, decent update. Now, the things I don't like about this update, except people are going to absolutely hate me for saying this, I don't like the lights. The lights are, I can put up with them, but I just wish we ever did have the red and blues. The lights are just a little nitpick, nothing too serious, but just a little bit annoying. But I have to go out on a limb and say my least favorite thing so far is the story for these cars. Because they're based around a motor trend, quote-unquote, type thing. They're not really, I should say, meant to be used as police vehicles. They're more of a stunt vehicle due to the game's lore, I guess you could say, about these cars. Am I really pleased with the story? No, it's a bit cliche. Sure, you're like, oh yeah, I'm on a movie set type thing, but are you really? Because when you're taking these guys out, you feel like you're a cop. Why didn't they just make a cop update? But you know what? It's a little nitpick. It's minor thing. I'll get over it because I haven't played the rest of it because we only have a few events out besides the last 3 that I know of right now. But going into number 2, because I don't really have many nitpicks with this anymore, because I can't really think of any, is my thoughts on what they could do if, for example, someone can't buy the premium. As you guys know, there are 2 premiums, one where you pay 150,000 crew credits, or the other one where you pay 30,000. Now, don't get me wrong, the 30,000 crew credits is very cheap if you have $10 lying around or $5 lying around to buy you a $45,000 crew credit pack. But do we really need crew credits? Because a lot of my friends, they don't have the money just lying around like how I did when I was able to get these cars. My friends weren't able to, and it upsets me because I really wanted them to enjoy this update alongside me, but they couldn't. Because a buddy of mine bought me crew credits and whatnot to help me get this. But what upsets me is a lot of my friends, when they tried to get the Shelby Mustang that I'm in right now, they couldn't get it. Even when you got it at rank 1, for some reason the game just wouldn't allow them to drive it. And they had no idea why. They did everything they could. They did daily challenges. They tried to figure out a lot of other stuff, and they just couldn't seem to get the Shelby. Now, I don't know if this is because you need to get the premium to get these cars, which shouldn't be the case, because my buddy Gage was able to get a Demon and the Veneno, so I don't know what's going on with the game. I don't know. There's also a few glitches within this one thing where you have to finish the chase event with 5 seconds remaining. A lot of people have done it. They even recorded it, and apparently it's glitchy as all heck. But overall, I've noticed that a few things are a little bit glitchy. Some things need a little bit of work. I know they fixed one minor issue with the game, and that's when some of the crew events, when you try to do an event in the crew, some people weren't able to join the event, some people weren't able to do the event, some people just got randomly kicked out for no reason, so I'm glad they fixed that. But I just hope that they also, like, at least have something for them to do to get the Mustang. It was like doing, like, 5 street racing events in a Ford. Like, to get this, then you get the Mustang for doing 10 type things. Like, kind of like how the hobbies have when you had to win, I think it was over 500 races with a Nissan or Mitsubishi. Funny enough, I also need to do a video on that RX-7. That's going to be a long video. But if you catch my drift here, kind of if people don't have the money to purchase the pack, the so-called premium pack for either one, make them do 5 straight races in like a Shelby or something along those lines to at least endorse some fair play and some just nice little Just some easy events, nothing too serious. Or you tell them to do take down these many vehicles in a Ford, or take down so and so in this type of vehicle. Easy, simple, fun. But you don't see that. You really don't. Not many people are doing that right now. So it worries me for this game because honestly, I feel like this update is really well made. They reorganized menus. They did a lot of good stuff. I just hope that they can fix this issue. Mainly because I want people to enjoy the game all day. I want people who love this game. And I've always said, if you want a game that's just open world, kind of chill, little, not too hard to grind on, this is a game. This is 100% worth the money. Do I really think the season pass is worth how much it was when the game was like 2 years old? No, it was like as much as the game. Reason why I'm kind of glad I got it when it was on sale. But if you don't really care about the Porsche you get, if you really don't care about getting all the extra bonuses on the game with the season pass, I believe it has. I'm not too positive. Don't quote me on that. Then you're free to play the game, alongside getting some really exclusive content with this game that you normally can't get. Because this is one of the only games that I know so far that has a new Corvette. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the only game as of right now that has this car. Correct me in the comments if that's the case, please. I need to make sure. If I made a mistake, I'll own up to my mistake, and I'm very sorry. But I'm only human. And that brings me to my third type thing. What I think they should start doing in future updates with this whole cop thing. Seeing the direction they're putting with the more edgier kind of cop style, I'm hoping they do a more street race type vibe of vehicles. Now, I don't mean like, oh, bring in like an M3, like or E46, bring in this and that. No. What I mean is, well, actually, yes, I would love to have my dream car in this game, but bring in more stuff that many people want, such as like just bug fixes and stuff like that, or bring in new vehicles if you can, because you guys have the right to BMW. You should be able to bring in the M3 that people are asking for, because a lot of us have to use the GT3 M6 or the M4 for it, and it's a little weird. Having to use that car, but it works. But in general, I just hope that this update is turning out for the best for people, because I love this update. This update is amazing. For the amount of stuff you can do and the amount of stuff you can do to cars, it's really well built and just really well put together. But as you can see here, this is what scares me. These events seem to be giving out cars that already we can get, such as the Santa Cruz 2. We got the V8 Vantage S. For Cartoon, we get the F-150. But this one we don't get a car. We get Hypercar Nitro Chemist Legendary Pack, or we get the Green Border Tire. I just hope that more things get changed. I also noticed this little thing in the menu, but I won't bug you guys about that. But I think this brings me to my last point, and that is the whole, I guess, I don't know, this update's very nice. I can't really think of another reason, but I guess some minor nitpicks with the game and some of its updates. Number one has to be only select a few cop cars that are actually worth the money. And what I mean by that is we only get two. We only get two ones that we can actually buy. Everything else has to be unlocked via Motor Pass. Now, don't get me wrong, the Motor Pass is really nice. It's really nice. It's heavily comp themed as of right now. But we only have like a few days to get everything. Meaning, by days, I mean like a month and a half. Which is long enough for people to get these cars, but I want them to at least be able to get the Corvette. Because I know that's the face of the whole chase thing. when you look at the chase, it has a picture of the Corvette. And people have already made this livery. This is actually my version as of right now, Cross. And I just want more. I want so many people to enjoy a game about being in a police vehicle, chasing down people, making role plays together. Because I know a lot of people who actually wanted to do role plays with me with the M3, because I knew how to do a custom design for cop cars. I knew how to do a lot of stuff, and I still do. I might make a new cop design for a video. Who knows yet? I'm not too positive. But in general, not many people can play the game because they either can't get stuff unlocked or they're just really busy. So I really want people to enjoy the game as much as they can. As you can see, I'm already 50 on the Motor Pass. But that's because I bought like 20 levels to go up. I shouldn't have to buy 20 levels to at least get to here to get the vault unit emote. That's another thing with the Motor Pass. Not many people want an emote or tires or these weird underglows, which what even is that? But as you can see here, this underglow works perfectly with the cop lights. And I'll show you now, I believe, with a Ferrari. Not to supplant any brand here. So if I go down to Ferrari, there they are. As you guys know how Ferrari is with their cars, they don't allow much customization, which is honestly quite sad. I want stuff to do on these cars. I want more things. I apparently locked a visual part. It's gonna bug me if I don't look at it. There we go, done. Okay, I don't even care. As you can see here, no vanity items, and I believe you could put the horns on. As you can see here, the meow horn, the dog unit, dog bark horn, cop siren, Auga. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff you can put on these vehicles. Window tints such as that, but I'm not too positive. But as you can see, this is all we have to make a cop vehicle. I'm pretty sure if I go to livery in top 100, there's at least going to be one police unit livery, or maybe an entire blacked out Enzo to make a cop car in this game. This is all we have to work with when it comes to these vehicles. But at the end of the day, it still works out the least. And one minor nitpick I've noticed with the Crew 2's underglow, as you guys can see, it's kind of not underneath the car, such as this one, how it's underneath the car. I don't know what's going on there. I hope they can fix it, or I just hope it's a little minor issue in their underglow system. But overall, when the thing, I gotta itch my ear real quick. When the game did come out with this update, there was a little bit of a glitch with the single light. I'm not sure if you guys noticed. It would kind of hang off the car a little bit, not not connect. But they recently fixed that. They've recently fixed a lot of stuff in this game, and I'm really, really happy that they have. I just hope that, as you can see in the catalog, we get less of this. And you'll see what I mean by this. And I mean these. Summit Reward cars. Now, they did this with the 4GT cop car, and I'm gotta say I'm not too happy about that. Because this should not be a reward car. This should not be a reward car at all. It upsets me as a person because I love cars. Like, who doesn't want, for example, like, who doesn't want a Shelby? Well, actually a few people, but you get what I mean. Some reward cars are okay to a certain extent, but when they have so many, it's a little concerning. Because if I go to my not owned category here, look at this. 1, 2, 3 Bugatti Summit Rewards. And 2 of them are just different colors. Exact same thing, but just different style. Such as in the wing and the bodywork. And just a little, like, the colors, the wing, and a little bit of the wheel and bodywork for the Veyron. Doesn't make any sense to me. And we have, for example, more Summit Rewards from Chevy. We have a Summit Reward. That's a monster truck DeLorean as a Summit Reward. Really? Like, okay, cool, but not many people what they want. The 512 TDF as a Summit Reward. And these cars have been out for decades. Not decades. These cars have been out for a good while. So why can't we buy them for like an expensive-ish price? You get what I mean? I can't stand it because it bugs me because, for example, this S2000 is beautiful looking. Not many people really like the exhaust sticking out the hood, but I do. It's kind of a new take on the car. But I can't get it. I can't do anything to it. For example, this bike here, not much of a difference here. It's just a little bit faster than the regular one that you get. Same with the Huracan Performante. These Summit Reward vehicles have been out for quite some time. So my question is, why can't we buy them? I would understand with this car, as you can see, the Freedom edition of the Roadrunner. That's understandable why we would not be able to get that one yet for purchasable reasons. But the Carrera GT, the Green Flash edition, has been out. The Wasp edition has been out since I don't even remember. It's been so long. The Peppermint edition of the Griffith, which I think is honestly one of the worst Summit Reward cars there is. A lot of them are really dumb. And I don't mean that to be mean. It's just I would personally like these vehicles to just become purchasable maybe for like $1 million depending on the vehicle. If it's a hypercar one, make it $1 million. Fair enough. Like, for example, the Huracan Performante should be like a $1.2 million car, being that it is a Summit Reward car and you now have to purchase the said car. That's understandable. Touring car, make it a little bit cheaper. Street race vehicle, make it a little bit cheaper. You get what I mean. I hope you do. I'm not too positive. Just let me know if you do or not in the comments. But I just hope that a lot of the Crew 2 stuff gets fixed. I love this game to death. I play it every time I really want to, honestly. I don't really ever find me a time to really just sit down and not play this game. It's an amazing game. I spend a lot of my time on this game or on Need for Speed making these cars and liveries and designs and videos for you people to sit back and at least admire and enjoy. As you can see, yes, I also have a Teku vehicle from Hot Wheels Accelerators. I may also do a video on that. But as you can see, we can make cop car Mustang drift cars. I know the roof lights look really dumb on it, but I can't really do anything about that. I can't really do anything, and I'm sorry about that. I may take them off and just leave the underglow. I have the horn on it, so it's okay. But I just hope that a lot of the stuff they do work on becomes more and more better, I guess you can say, because I love this game. This game is an adoring, like, I literally tell people, whoever asks me, hey, what type of game would you suggest as a just open world racer? I suggest this, because the story may not be good, but you can sit back and play the game without having to really try. Now, don't get me wrong, you have the people who take this game way too literal, but if you just want a game to chill and relax, this is a perfect game for you. So I just hope that a lot of people here can enjoy this game with this new update and just find their own thing. I know not many people will enjoy it, but hey, it's Crew 2. Let's be honest. This game is amazing. For gosh sake, we could put a roof light on a freaking wide-body Skyline. Who doesn't want to do that? Like, come on. But I decided to bring you guys a new video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy, hopefully, my future content. I'll probably add a link to a few of my other friends, if I can hopefully get their links. Not too positive yet, but hopefully I can. And I'm just going to say, good night, good morning, good night, have a nice day, or I don't know, okay? I'm just winging it here. I'm just doing what I have to do. But everyone, hope you had a splendid night. I want everyone to take a good day. And just remember, you're not too old to love cars, and you're not too old to do stuff you weren't told to do. That's a lie. Don't do drugs. Don't do anything stupid. Please, for the love of gosh, don't do it. But, bye-bye.